Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plans, and today we are going to be talking about my 2025 planner lineup. In front of me right now, I have my 2024 planner lineup, and I wanted to kind of go over a little bit of things with this and kind of what changed a little bit, and then we'll go over the planners that I've picked out for 2025. Now, this is all subject to change because Happy Planner did just announce that their winter release is happening on Tuesday, December 10th. So there might be some things in that release. I know by the time this video is up, I think a preview will have been up yesterday. And then there's another preview coming after that, I think. And then, so I'm not 100% sure because I haven't seen that stuff yet at the time of filming this video. So, this could very all well change. But if any changes do happen, then when I actually do my planner setup video, which I like to do separately because I feel like both these videos can kind of be lengthy, then I will kind of go over whatever did change, and then hopefully I'll have those planners so I can actually start setting up, because I can't set up until I have everything. And if there's stuff in that winter release that I like, then I'll probably be adding those in there, and I'll have to wait until I actually get those. But we're going to go over first my 2024 planners. That way you can just kind of see what happened with those. I will link my videos from last year. I did, the planners I was planning to use for 2024, as well as the setup of those. There are two separate videos. I'll include links to those. And then also in my setup, I'm going to be going over the Transformer and the Franken planner in those videos as well. So you can check those out if you don't want to wait. And I'll also be showing step by step again when I do my setup, because I'll be doing that goodness again. So let's talk about this year's planners real quick. Nothing changed with my Skinny Mini. I did end up keeping the colored switched discs the entire time in my Skinny Mini. It is a little chunky, but I think I can finish out the year with it just sticking on these discs. It is it's kind of at that point where it doesn't close all the way, it kind of hangs open like a book right now. So I mean, not terrible, but I did keep that. I did keep the different colored discs on my classic planner, and I think I just fell in love with it more and more and more throughout the year. Now my classic planner is a Transformer planner, which means I can take it. I have two different sets of covers on here. I can take it, I can open it, I can pull it closed, and then I have another planner inside here. On this side, it's social media stuff. I have a lot of my extra pages in here that I use, my travel pages. I have my movie trackers somewhere. Hold on. Yeah, my movie, different shows that we watched this year, movies, all that good stuff. I have those pages in here, my travel sheets that I used, and then just some of my extra pages in this section. That way it's just kept separate from my actual planner, which is on this side. So we have, the actual planner, and I did Franken plan this with another planner. So some of the dividers are from the planner that I used, and then some of the dividers are from a completely different planner because I also used the Bridgerton planner, and I kind of broke it down. So in those old videos I have linked down below, I do go over the setups and why I did that. And again, I am planning to kind of do something similar this year, but nothing really changed with my classic and my Skinny Mini planner. Now, the only thing that did change was the planner that I switched to halfway through the year for my big memory planner. Originally, I used a Disney one. I used it from January to June, so I have January to June from that planner, and then this planner started in July, so I went ahead and switched to this one simply because this one is neutral. The other one had a lot of extra colors and stuff that I always had to cover up, and I kind of got bored with doing that, and so I was I'm just going to switch to this one because now I can use this one, through the rest of the year, which is what we're doing. I have all the way, I only have December left in here, and then we're done. But I'm also going to use the other half of it because I still have another full year, because this is only the first 6 months, which look at how this looks. This is just 6 months. I cannot fit a full year of memory pages on classic set of discs at all. But I am going to be using the rest of the year of this planner for my 2025. So let's go over 2025. So that's basically it. nothing too crazy. Now I have a big planner stack for 2025. Last year when I was setting up my planners for 2024, I was really like, I need to simplify things and blah blah blah. And now I'm like, I think I need separate things. I need like a lot of separation of things because I think I'm starting to get things mixed up and confused when I have everything all in one place, which isn't a bad thing. But I don't know. I just want to try something different. And I also got some new planners that I really want to try. And so I do want to try implementing some of these things this year. So I've got a gigantic stack. Now, I'm not planning to use everything in here, but I did want to just show you what I'm thinking, my thought process for picking my planners this year. And then we're just going to kind of see how this goes. So I have a Skinny Mini. This one is for 2025. I really liked this one. I loved the cover because it's florally, and you guys know I love my florals, but this one was just really, really pretty. I'm just going to flip through it. But this part is kind of like, I don't know if I want that. But the dividers of this one are just gorgeous. Like, I just really like this artwork a lot. So I did get this one, but I think I'm just going to set this one on my shelf and I'm going to save it because I know Skinny Mini is not as popular of a size. So there's a big chance that the Skinny Mini could disappear in the future. Down the line, obviously we got some for 2025, but it's possible because it has happened before. So I might just set this on my shelf and that way I have it as a backup and I can always redate it for another year. This year though, for 2025, I think I want to switch to a Skinny Classic. And I think the reason is I got the hang of decorating a Skinny Mini. You know, last year I did a mini planner and then I was like, let's go to Skinny Mini. It's a little bit more challenging because you have to kind of be a little bit more creative with how you're using your decorative stickers and also still being able to fit some functional stuff in here. But I think I kind of got the hang of it for what I needed it for. So I was like, I kind of want to try a Skinny Classic because it'll allow me to use a lot more stickers, which I like the sound of, and I like the inside of this one a lot better. It's a lot more neutral. It doesn't have a block of black there. And I just have so much more room to play with stickers. And I'm kind of at a point of like, I just need to use my stickers at this point, and I just want to use them. So I think this year for my on-the-go planner, which is what I used my Skinny Mini for, on the go just means this one leaves my office. It's small enough to go like in a backpack, in my bag, in my car, whatever it is. Like it's just smaller for me, which I think works a lot better for me than trying to take my classic planners with me because the classic planners are just too much. So I've really liked having the mini size because then it's so easy to just throw in whatever I need. I was even able to fit this in like one of my little fanny packs, but I think I want to switch to a Skinny Classic because I'm kind of also in a zone of like, I don't even really carry purses anymore. So if anything, this will probably just go in my car. But I use this as an on-the-go planner because I like to put at least my appointments and stuff in here. That way, if I'm out and about and then I need to schedule something else, I have this on hand. So this does mimic my classic planner, which my classic planner will get everything in it. So basically, I'm putting the same information in two places, but for me and the way my brain works, it works a lot better when I'm writing things down more than once because it sticks a lot better. It's like that whole thing when you were back in school and teachers made you like repeat the same sentence over and over again because repetition is what helps us remember things. And I'm in a season of my memory is trash, like straight trash. So writing things down more than once in more than one place is really, really helpful. Like I have it in my phone, then I write it down in planners, then I have it on a calendar in the house, like all those things. Then I'm finding myself like not necessarily needing to like look at this every single time. I just kind of, it helps my memory because I'm like, oh, I know I have something on that day. So I like having the repetition. I know that doesn't make sense to some people of like, why would you be writing things in two different places? But that is something that has really, really helped me. But I think for 2025, we're going to go with a Skinny Classic so I can play with this layout and see, you know, is it really that much different from this other than the fact that like I can use more stickers in here because obviously the size difference is a big thing. So I'm really excited about it. Let me know what you guys think. But I'm excited about trying a Skinny Classic because I've never used a Skinny Classic, I don't think. Maybe I have. I feel like when they first came out, and this was probably like, what, 4 or 5 years ago? I don't even remember. When they first came out with Skinny Classic, I think I tried Skinny Classic. I don't remember. I gotta look on my shelves. I don't know if I ever did Skinny Classic. I know I've bought Skinny Classics, but I don't think I've ever done them. I know I've done a Skinny Mini before I did the Skinny Mini this year. So maybe I didn't do a Skinny Classic. So anyway, this would be a new to me size to just figure out how to play with stickers in here and see if I have even more room for decoration with my functional. So planner number 1, and that's my on-the-go planner. Again, setting this on my shelf. I don't think I'm going to use it for 2025, but I did really, really like it. And if anything, if I do ever use a Skinny Mini in the future and I find one that I don't necessarily like, I can Franken-plan it and pull like the dividers and things that I do like from this specific one. So if anything, I have it for that. All right, my catch-all planner, which I'm going to move this stack out of the way. So my catch-all planner. What is a catch-all planner? The catch-all planner is where I put everything and anything in. That's just like, sometimes I'll put my husband's schedule, my daughter's schedule usually goes in my planners. But this is just like the catch-all of like every single thing that I need to have in my planners. So for 2025, I chose this planner because it is completely neutral on the inside. And not to mention, like, I really do like the dividers of this one. I honestly don't remember what they look like, so I'm gonna do a quick flippy flip because I know I bought it, but I don't think I like fully looked at everything. So it is completely neutral monthly, neutral weeks. I like neutral. I know there's a lot of people that wish Happy Planner started doing more decorative pages where they're already pre-decorated for you. And they do still do that. Like this planner, for example, this one was a 18-month planner, and I think I'm planning to Franken-plan it. So this is why I pulled this one out. I'm not going to actually use this full planner, but this one, it's so pretty though. Like I might use this page as my intro page instead. But in here, you know, it's decorated for you. So this one, like, I love this, and I would love this if I wasn't playing with stickers at all. Like if I had 0 decoration stickers, like decorative stickers, and all I wanted to do is add my boxes and just write in here, great. I would use it for that, like in a heartbeat. But I am a person that likes to fully decorate and cover up everything and start from scratch. So like even on the weeklies, this has stuff. To have this stuff in here would mean I have to cover those up. If I'm not doing a spread that's going to have butterflies in it, it doesn't make sense in my brain. And this is just for me. This might not be the case for everybody, but it doesn't make sense in my brain to keep those butterflies there. So then I'm constantly having to cover them up. And we all know how I feel about whiteout. It's trash. So whiteout is not the greatest thing, and it doesn't cover up things great. And if you're using clear stickers, and that's a whole thing. So I just really prefer having that neutral planner where I can start from scratch. There's no other colors that I feel obligated, because that's how my brain works. I'm pre-OCD that way, of like, if I have these colors on the page already, now I have to find colors to match those colors unless I cover those up. So that is why I prefer to have neutral, but there are options out there. I mean, they don't do it a ton anymore, you know, because they did it a ton at the beginning, and then people complained that they wanted the neutral planners and that they wanted more of those. So then they started doing those. And the thing is like, companies can't please everybody. You know, they can try their best, but they're going to do what's going to sell the best. And that's just business. So it is a bummer, but that's just the fact of it. And being in the industry of having to have manufacturers and all that stuff, like you have to, like, there's usually a minimum order quantity. So it's like they can't just order 100 of something. They're probably having to order 500 of something, you know. So it's just, and it's one of those things, if they know it's not going to sell, then they're not going to do it. I know I work that way too with my business. So it's just, you know, there are a lot of different things that comes to that. And I think that's just something we have to remember, is like a single company can't please every single person, as much as that's the desire. Like, it is definitely my desire as a business to like make something for everybody, but it's definitely hard when you try and then it doesn't sell well, and then you're now stuck with this product that you're not getting your return on and all that good stuff. So anyway, that being said, I go with neutral. I like to decorate my planners from scratch. So this planner is neutral planner, which is why I chose it. So just real quick, here's the dividers in it. So real neutral, nothing too crazy. Like I said, I might be Franken planning with this other planner that I have. Some of these ones that are just like a little like blah that don't have florals on them, I'm like, I could do without those. I don't need those. So this is the planner I'm planning to use to decorate in. Decorative planning, I think, is going to be happening this year, primarily in here. And then I'm going to be Franken planning it. Again, I might take this page out of here. And then some of these dividers are just absolutely stunning. Even like the purple ones, like, so pretty. But this planner is really pretty. So I'll probably be taking dividers from this book in order to spruce up the actual planner that I chose, because I do love having color. I don't want it completely black and white. So adding color, you know, from this one into here, and then just using the weekly pages from here is kind of what my plan is for that. Now, I'm not married to this cover. I'm not a big fan of gold. I'm a silver girly. So even though I love the black and white aesthetic of this cover, the gold is kind of killing the vibe for me. I have not yet found a cover, and apparently I have to look through all my covers still. And again, this is something we'll go over when I set up my planners. But again, I'm also waiting for this winter release to happen, because maybe there's a notebook or a cover on another planner that I really like that I honestly just might grab, because I haven't found a cover that I'm absolutely in love with for this year yet, but there might be one in that winter release. So that's my plan for my classic catch-all planner. Now, my memory planner, like I was saying earlier, is still going to be this planner. I have January through December. Isn't that crazy? This is January through December right here. But this is only July through December. This is only 6 months in a memory planner, which is crazy. This is what I've got on these discs. And then this is like a full year off the discs without a bunch of pictures and stickers in it. So I am planning to use the rest of this. I don't have another planner right now, and I didn't find a big so far that I liked enough. And I was like, I could just use this one. So I'm just going to keep using this same exact planner, except I'm just going to change the cover. So I'm going to use a different cover, different discs on here. And I did pull out this notebook when I was looking. And again, I'm not married to this. This might change after winter release if there's any other covers that I like better. But this is like an old notebook. I think this came out like 2 years ago, but I really liked the inside of it. It says enjoy every moment, which I think is really perfect for a memory planner. So I think I'm going to probably switch it to this cover, and then I got to figure out the color discs that I want to put on there. So that's what I'm planning for my memory planner this year, is to reuse an old planner. Be proud of me, because I didn't buy another planner, a big planner. Usually, I don't remember the last time I haven't bought a big planner. So I'm actually pretty proud of myself, because I'm like, let's just use this one. And then maybe I might only use this January to June. And if there's a July planner, again, like this one was a July 18-month planner. If there's one of those, then I'll probably switch it halfway through the year, or just wait it, finish this one out, and then start that one in January and just kind of ixnay on like the July through wherever that ends. So there's a chance that that might happen. But for now, I'm going to stick with this planner. The only thing, I don't have an intro page to say, you know, my name and all that stuff. So I am going to have to make one of those when I put this planner together. So those are all my planners that I mainly usually use. And that kind of covers what I have used for 2024. Now, I did do a video on these planners, and they are new to me planners. And somebody in those comments also said this was the first year Planner Envy has offered planners, or maybe only the second year they've offered planners. I have these planners from Planner Envy, and after flipping through them, I will link this video down below too if you want to see the insides and in-depth detail. But I am so glad I got these planners. I actually think I'm going to Franken plan them together, so that way I don't have to have two separate things. But I really, really, really like these planners and how they're set up. So this one right here is a vertical, and you're probably like, okay, well, you already have a vertical planner in your Happy Planner. Why are you grabbing another planner and another brand? Because I want to try something new this year. I just want to take a step out of my box. I have been using Happy Planners, like it'll be 8 years, I think, if not already over 8 years. And that's all I've used. I've tried a couple other ones that I just couldn't stick with, but this one is the first one in a long time that I'm like, I think this one could work for me. So I have this planner. Again, I have a whole video, so I'm not going to flip through the whole thing. I'm just going to go to the weekly. First of all, the paperweight in this is amazing, but it's very similar. It's still the vertical, but it is very, very, very different. And this one's honestly kind of scary just because we have this section over here. We have this section. These boxes are smaller than Happy Planner's vertical boxes. Like, honestly, this is kind of scary to me to try to decorate this, but I want to challenge myself this year. And I want to try, whether that means I only do it for a month or if I can stick through it for the whole year. We're going to try because I really think this planner and what this planner has in it is going to work for me a lot more. Inside this planner, not only do we have just like the weekly pages, there is a self-care and health section. There's a budget and finances, which we are still coming off of our effort mode that we had last year. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my video from last year where I talk about it a little bit. But we're still trying to catch up financially of just being better with spending money, because when we moved into our new house, I went into effort mode and I was just like, I just want to get everything done and then we'll pay for it later. We'll figure it out. Went into debt because of that. So it's just one of those things where like we're still working on it. And I love that this is already in the planner. I thought there was something else too. Obviously it has the monthly, again, the monthly layout, completely different from what I'm used to. And now that I'm looking at it, you guys, this is kind of like, it's not like white paper. I don't know if I can, let's see if you can tell the difference. Oh yeah. Okay. Maybe you can tell the difference on camera. I'm gonna hold this up. You see how the Happy Planner is like bright white paper, right? Then this planner isn't bright white, but I'm so curious to see and know how whiteout works on here, because you know how whiteout isn't the bright white, like it's a little of an off-white. So I'm kind of curious about that. I'm not going to use it right now, but I just now thought of that. Like, wait a second, this paper is not that bright white. This might be whiteout white. What if this is like the answer to all my prayers? Maybe I'll start liking whiteout again. Who knows? But anyway, so it has this monthly. It has a dashboard. It looks very, very different than what I'm used to. Again, so this is kind of just like a challenge for me. And I want to challenge myself. And I'll probably film a couple of videos, and we'll see. I'll probably film a couple of trying to like decorate this, and maybe it'll be like once a month I'll share like a spread that I decorated in here and we'll walk through it together. But I just want to challenge myself in trying a different planner than a Happy Planner. I love my Happy Planners. But it's also come to the point where it's like, it's so easy for me to decorate now. You know, my videos are maybe 15 minutes max, and there's no like speeding things up usually. And I would like to take a little bit more time on my planners. And I think changing a layout a little bit will kind of help with that. So, yes, I'm going to be duplicating things over in here. So again, you're probably like, why are you doing the same exact plans in all these planners? And again, it's to help my memory and it works for me. So there you go. That's what I'm doing for me. But I also want this as a challenge because I really want to try seeing what it's like to decorate a planner that A, I'm not used to, and B, it has a system on it I feel like that I'm going to really like. And I think this might also help me a lot. So we're going to try it. And, you know, maybe halfway through the year, I'm like, well, that was a massive fail. Great. But I at least want to try it for the first 3 months of 2025 and see how it goes. Like, I'm challenging myself to stick to that goal. So January to March at least. And then if I love it, then we're going to keep going. But I really just want to see what it's like to try a different planner and a different planner brand, and I really like the setup of this one, so that's why I'm going to try this one out. Now I have this one, so this one again is going to basically mimic my catch-all happy planner, classic planner, which I know, again, it's a third place and I'm writing the same plans. I get it, but that's just what's working for my brain. So we're going to try that. But I also have this layout, which this is called their signature layout. And again, in that video, I go into more detail. But this one, again, it still has these same budget, the self-care, all that good stuff. But this one is a little bit of a different layout. It's got a section to write for each day and a little to-do list. Now, I'm thinking for me, this one will work really well business-wise, because this year I've been really bad about just sticking to a little bit more of like a structure when I work. Usually I film whenever I feel like filming. Usually I pack, or usually I do like the businessy things whenever I feel like doing. And I'm just kind of finding that that's not really working. I need to dedicate, like Monday is usually my most productive day. That's when I'm going to get the most done, hands down. Like, so usually I try not to make any plans on Mondays because I know that's like when I have the most energy to get things done. Like I had the weekend, I'm refreshed. Monday, I usually hit the ground running and I get so much accomplished in my work day. So that's probably going to be my filming day because that's going to be the day that I'm most motivated. Usually by Wednesday, I'm over it. I don't want to film anymore. I'm all done. And then it's really hard for me to kind of catch up with the rest of the week. And so I just think with the way this is laid out, I think I'm going to like it a lot more for business things. So that's why I think I'm going to switch to this. Now I was using daily sheets, which are right here. These are my daily sheets. They are printables. They're available on my website. I was using daily sheets for business stuff. They worked and then they didn't work. Like it was kind of hit or miss. I think I like just kind of having it a little bit more simplified in an area because I really don't have that much stuff that I'm doing every single day that I would write down. Like sometimes I was just like filling in stuff to fill it in, but I am going to be using my daily sheets for just like day-to-day stuff that I should be doing in the house. So I will still be doing my daily sheet videos. I know you guys like them a lot. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have an entire series where I went every single week this year and made daily sheets for the next week. That way I just had them decorated and ready to go. But I am going to continue doing that just so that way I have them to pull for when I have daily chores in the house, or random extra things. And it's just really fun to decorate for me. So I am going to be using daily sheets, just not in the capacity for my business. So I think this is going to be business planner. Now I am thinking of transformer planning these. And again, I'll explain that in the setup video, but I am going to be transformer planning these two together just so I don't have 10 different planners that I'm grabbing. But this one will probably just stay in my office. So this one will be like work only in my office. And again, this is testing this planner out, staying in my office, whereas like my other planners will have the freedom to kind of end up, I might honestly keep my classic planner in my house and then just bring it out on the days that I'm filming. So that way, I have it. But other than that, so I'm excited to try new planners. And I really, really like these planners. Again, check out my video for like the actual details of this video or these planners. But yeah, just looking at it, I'm like, wow, I really think this is going to work better for me for what I'm needing, but I'm really scared to just cold turkey, like go completely without my happy planner and just try to decorate only this one. So I'm like, that's why I'm like, maybe I'll just do two and we'll just, and I might combine it with my classic happy planner or maybe do two different spreads in one video. I haven't really decided yet, but I just think like I want a challenge and I want to figure out how I can decorate this planner and take you guys on that journey. So we'll see what happens, but I'm really excited about trying these two completely new to me planners. So that's the lineup I have so far. Again, all subject to change after winter release happens, but this is what I've got. So again, classic planner, my memory planner, which is not put together yet because it's off its discs because it doesn't fit on my memory planner right now. But I have at least a cover picked out. I just got to pick out some discs. And then again, planning to Franken plan these two together. Still got to find a cover that I love. and then Skinny Classic instead of a Skinny Mini this year. So we're going to try that. And then also my daily sheets, which daily sheets usually just go inside my planner like they are in here, which I can show you. They're right here. So I have them like at the back of my catch-all planner. So that's where I'll put daily sheets. So I know it seems like a lot and excessive, but a lot of it is just like, I want to try this planner out. It's more to try for like 3 months and see what happens. And if it doesn't work, then I might just, pare down and then just stick to this one. But I really want to challenge myself, at least for the first 3 months of 2025, to just try some new things and see if I can make them work and see if they actually help me a little bit better. Like, I'm not going to know unless I try. So that's kind of my motto, is like, let's just try. Who knows? Maybe that'll be my word for 2025. I need to figure that out too, but maybe it'll be try, because I want to try new things in 2025. But that's my planner lineup. Like I said, I'm going to have another video after winter release happens, actually setting up my planners, and then I'll be showing you exactly what Transformer and Franken Planning is. But if you don't want to wait for that information because you want to just set up your planners now, you can check out last year's video. Again, they're linked down below, my setup video, because I go over step by step in that video as well, how to do those two things and why I do those two things. And obviously there's better ways to do everything. These are just the ways that have worked best for me and what I prefer to do. But hopefully those videos are helpful for you. But I'm really excited about what I've picked out so far for 2025. I think it'll be a fun year, just trying some new things and seeing what I do like. And maybe I just really am just a happy planner girly and I'm just going to stick with that forever and ever. But I do want to be able to give other companies a chance and try another planner, because I really do like these two, and I think they can work better for the way my brain is working right now. So anyway, let me know down below if you've picked out your planners and what planners, if you remember what they're called. Let me know down below, because I would love to find out what people are choosing for their planners for 2025. But stay tuned for the setup video that will be coming out sometime this month after the winter release happens. But there we go. I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!